Ever wondered what happens when car makers totally drop the ball? Today, we're counting down the 25 worst cars that nobody wants to buy. These aren't just clunkers. They're rolling disasters with reputations so bad even dealerships can't unload them. From engines that quit before the warranty's up to interiors that fall apart in your hands, these automotive flops crushed consumer trust and sent sales into freefall. I've dug into Consumer Reports data, sales numbers, and owner horror stories to compile this ultimate list of car fails. Some might be rusting in your uncle's garage right now, waiting for their next breakdown. Others might tempt you with dirt-cheap prices. Trust me, there's a reason they're bargains. Let's kick off the countdown with number 25. Number 25. Smart ForTwo, 2014. The Smart ForTwo sounds genius for city life until you drive it. This pint-sized two-seater promised easy parking and fuel sipping, but delivered a bundle of quirky breakdowns instead. Its single-clutch automated manual transmission was a jerky mess by design, and when it wasn't lurching, it was failing outright. Gearbox faults often stranded owners in park. The tiny engine had camshaft sensor issues that killed startups, while weak motor mounts made it vibrate like a blender. Build quality? Think rattling trim and sun-faded plastic panels. Sales peaked at 24,000 in 2008, but crashed to 10,000 by 2014, then a measly 1,200 by 2018. 2017, as Smart bailed on the US market. Americans didn't want a shaky, unreliable microcar with two seats. The ForTwo became the punchline to a joke nobody laughed at. Number 24. Dodge Caliber, 2007 to 2012. The Dodge Caliber rolled in to replace the Neon with bold looks, but it quickly became a reliability train wreck buyers ran from. Its CVT transmission was unrefined and fragile. Belt and converter failures meant costly repairs for owners. The 2.0 and 2.4-liter engines leaked head gaskets and guzzled oil, while the interior was so cheap, trim pieces literally fell off. Electrical gremlins sparked recalls for sticky gas pedals and fire-prone wiring. Sales started at 75,000 in 2007, but slid yearly as word spread, hitting under 35,000 by 2011, mostly to rental fleets. Critics trashed it, and owners warned everyone away. The Caliber's mix of shoddy engineering and breakdowns made it a car nobody wanted to touch, even at clearance prices. How do you spot a Caliber? Look for the tow truck nearby. Number 23. Jeep Compass, 2007 to 2016. The first-gen Jeep Compass tried to ride the Jeep name to success, but lousy engineering made it a used car lot reject. Built during Chrysler's dark days, its 2.4-liter engine and CVT combo was a disaster. Transmissions overheated and died early. Front suspension bits like ball joints gave out before 50,000 miles, and leaky seals let water flood the cabin. Interior parts snapped off like they were made of crackers. Sales leaned on rental fleets, with retail buyers avoiding it. By 2016, only 33,000 moved in the US, a fraction of rival SUVs. Car and Driver called it unsuitable for anyone, and its repair-heavy reps scared off consumers. Jeep had to redesign it from scratch to escape the stink. The Compass proved even a Jeep badge can't sell a lemon. Number 22. Cadillac ATS, 2013. Cadillac aimed the ATS at BMW's 3 Series, but reliability flops made it a luxury letdown. The high-tech CUE infotainment was a disaster. Touchscreens froze or crashed, often needing full replacements. The 2.0-liter turbo engine vibrated and stalled, while random battery drains left owners stranded. Water leaked into tail lamps, and HVAC motors quit too. Sales hit 38,000 in 2013, but tanked below 20,000 by 2015 as buyers bailed. Luxury shoppers ditched it for rivals like Audi and Lexus, after hearing about CU nightmares and breakdowns. Cadillac's rep took a hit, and by 2019, the ATS was axed. It's the car that promised premium thrills but delivered premium headaches. Proof even a fancy badge can't hide shoddy work. At least it looked good while breaking down. Number 21. Volvo XC90, 2016. The 2016 Volvo XC90 won style points but flunked reliability, dragging Volvo to a dismal 22 out of 100 on Consumer Reports rankings. Its Sensus infotainment system froze or blanked out, needing constant resets. Power tailgates acted possessed, opening randomly, while safety sensors for radar and cameras flopped regularly. Noisy suspensions, early brake wear, and airbag glitches triggered recalls galore. Sales started strong at 30,000 in the US in 2016, but slid to 20,000 yearly as issues piled up. Volvo's safety cred couldn't save it. Families picked Lexus or Acura instead. The XC90 became a first-year cautionary tale, admired for design but avoided for dependability. It's the SUV you'd love to Instagram, just not own, unless you enjoy surprise mechanic visits. Number 20, Alfa Romeo Stelvio, 2018. Alfa Romeo's Stelvio brought Italian flair to luxury SUVs, but its reliability woes kept buyers at bay. Sharing parts with the shaky Giulia, it suffered from dead remote starts, random warning lights, and failing backup cameras. Engine oil leaks and brake-by-wire issues sparked recalls, while busted climate motors left cabins freezing. It mixed thrilling drives with a thirst for repairs. Sales peaked at a measly 12,000 units yearly in the US, tiny for a hot crossover segment. Enthusiasts loved its style, but most shunned it for spotty reliability. Plus, Alfa's thin dealer network didn't help. The Stelvio became a rare sight, bought by diehards willing to forgive its flaws. It's the SUV you admire in a magazine, not your garage. Number 19, Jaguar F-Pace, 2016. Jaguar's first SUV, the F-Pace, dazzled critics but stumbled with reliability gremlins that kept it from ruling the segment. Its in-control infotainment froze or rebooted constantly. Bluetooth flaked out, and check engine lights popped up for sensor faults. Leaky sunroofs and whining rear differentials added to the mess, with recalls fixing blank clusters and fuel leaks. US sales hovered at 15,000 yearly. Decent, but way behind BMW X3s or Porsche Macans. Jaguar's shaky quality rep scared off premium buyers, landing it low on Consumer Reports' reliability charts. The F-Pace was a stunner that couldn't seal the deal. Too many trips to the shop turned it into a car people ogled but didn't buy. At least it broke down with British charm. Number 18, Dodge Journey, 2009 to 2019. The Dodge Journey lingered for a decade unchanged, proving neglect breeds failure. This crossover debuted in 2009 with early brake wear, glitchy electrics, frying lights and alarms, and HVAC breakdowns, especially rear AC. Its 2.4-liter engine was weak and leaked head gaskets, while recalls hit for ignition cutoffs and airbag faults. Sales leaned on rental fleets, with retail buyers fleeing. By 2018, it moved 74,000, dropping further in 2019. Rivals evolved, but the Journey stagnated, earning a rep as outdated and unreliable. Dodge axed it in 2020 as consumers picked modern, trustworthy options. It's the car you'd rent but never own, a fleet favorite that couldn't trick real buyers into taking it home. The Journey's legacy? A long, slow fade to obscurity. Number 17, Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid, 2017. The Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid promised green minivan vibes, but delivered a reliability horror show, scoring a rock-bottom 14 out of 100 on Consumer Reports. Its hybrid system was a breakdown magnet. Electrical failures, transmission stalling, and charging glitches plagued owners. Worse, battery packs and heaters sparked fire recalls, with Chrysler warning folks to park outside until fixed. Parts shortages stretched repair waits, tanking trust. Sales stayed low compared to the gas Pacifica. Even with tax breaks, families bolted for Toyota and Honda instead. Reports of highway stalls and fire risks made it a hard pass. The Pacifica Hybrid's eco-dream turned into a nightmare nobody wanted to buy, proving innovation means nothing if it can't stay on the road. Number 16, Infiniti Q50, 2014. Infiniti rebranded its G-Series into the Q50 with flashy tech, but reliability hiccups dulled its shine. The 2014 model's drive-by-wire steering cut out mid-drive, forcing a recall when it flipped to backup mode. Infotainment screens froze, navigation died, and run-flat tires wore out fast. Owners griped about glitchy tech and shaky dependability, souring the luxury vibe. Sales stalled around 30,000 yearly in the US, then dipped, far below the G37's peak, while buyers flocked to Lexus or Acura. The Q50 aimed to impress but tripped over its own innovations, landing it on the avoid list. It's the car that looked like a contender until the warning lights started blinking. Proof even a sleek shell can't hide a shaky core. Number 15. Dodge Dart 2013. The Dodge Dart was Chrysler's big compact comeback, but it flopped fast with reliability woes. Its 1.4-liter turbo and dual-clutch setup coughed up rough shifts, stalls, and glitchy computers. Oxygen sensors and transmission modules failed often, lighting up dashboards like Christmas. Recalls hit for engine cutoffs and weak brakes, scaring off buyers. Sales tanked from the start. By 2016, just 25,000 moved yearly despite huge discounts. Dodge killed it after 4 years as consumers dodged the Dart for Honda or Toyota. It promised a fresh start but delivered old-school breakdowns. The Dart became a cautionary tale, cheap to buy, expensive to fix, and a car nobody wanted near their driveway. At least it looked decent on the tow truck. Number 14. Chrysler 200. The 2015 Chrysler 200 was meant to revive the midsize sedan game, but it crashed hard with reliability disasters. Its 9-speed automatic transmission was a shifting nightmare, harsh, delayed, or slipping into neutral uninvited. Some needed full replacements within months. Recalls hit for engine stalls from faulty connectors, plus infotainment freezes and cheap interiors added to the misery. Chrysler pushed it hard, selling 177,000 in 2015, but sales nosedived below 20,000 by 2017 as word spread. Even the CEO called it a flop. Buyers ditched it for Camrys and Accords, leaving lots full of unsold 200s despite steep discounts. It's the sedan that promised a comeback but delivered breakdowns. A car so toxic, nobody wanted it, even as a rental reject. Number 13. Jeep Grand Cherokee Eco Diesel 2014. The 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee Eco Diesel pitched fuel efficiency, but its reliability tanked worse than its emissions test. The diesel engine threw check engine lights galore. Deaf system errors, clogged EGR valves, and stalls were routine. Caught in the diesel scandal, FCA recalled it for cheating emissions and fixes gutted performance. Alternator fires and ignition glitches piled on more recalls. Diesel was already niche in the lineup, and these woes killed it. Sales halted in 2017 as buyers fled. Hybrid and gas options stole the show while the eco-diesel's rep for repairs scared off SUV shoppers. It's the Jeep that sounded eco-smart but drove like a headache. Proof even a rugged badge can't save a rolling disaster. Nobody bought it once the truth leaked out. Number 12. Chevrolet Cruze 2011. The first-gen Chevy Cruze aimed to prove Detroit could build compact champs, but early models crumbled with reliability woes. The 2011 to 2013 1.4-liter turbo engine was a mess. Drive axle snaps and coolant leaks sparked engine fires, landing it on Consumer Reports' worst list. Steering wheels shipped loose, water pumps failed, and sensors triggered endless warning lights. Sales leaned on fleets early on, but retail buyers bailed as fire risks and repair bills piled up. By the mid-2010s, it faded against Civic and Corolla, axed by 2019 as GM ditched cars. The Cruze promised American grit but delivered breakdowns galore, a car nobody wanted once the warranties ran dry. At least it kept mechanics busy while it lasted. Number 11. Mercedes-Benz CLA 250 2014. Mercedes lured young buyers with the cheap CLA 250, but shoddy quality made it a Benz to skip. Consumer Reports trashed it as the worst entry luxury car. Rattling cabins, glitchy electronics, and a harsh ride turned heads for the wrong reasons. Fuel leaks and airbag sensor faults triggered recalls, while tire noise drowned out the luxury vibe. Sales spiked early under $30,000, but tanked as owners griped about constant fixes. Buyers ditched it for Acura or Audi, unwilling to gamble on a shaky three-pointed star. The CLA became a used market pariah, cheap to buy, costly to keep. It's the Benz that looked like a steal until the repair bills rolled in. Proof even Mercedes can miss the mark big time. Number 10. Nissan Pathfinder 2013. The 2013 Nissan Pathfinder ditched its tough roots for a cushy crossover vibe and a CVT disaster that sank it. The transmission juddered, overheated, and died, with torque converter failures forcing full replacements. Nissan extended warranties, but the damage was done. Electrical glitches, leaky sunroofs, and busted liftgate struts piled on. Sales soared at launch but crashed double digits by 2015 as forums buzzed with horror stories. Buyers fled, spooked by repair costs and CVT dread. Nissan rushed fixes, but trust was toast until a later redesign. The Pathfinder became the family hauler nobody dared touch, a car that swapped rugged cred for roadside breakdowns. It's the SUV you'd wave at, not drive, unless you love a gamble with bad odds. Number 9. Ford Focus PowerShift 2012 to 2016. The 2012 Ford Focus dazzled with Euro style, but its PowerShift dual-clutch transmission turned it into a shuddering mess. Owners faced grinding, slipping, and outright failures, some at just 20,000 miles. Ford's software patches flopped, and clutch swaps became routine. Recalls hit for doors flying open and fuel system stalls too. Sales soared past 200,000 in 2012, but sank to 113,000 by 2018 as lawsuits piled up. Ford killed it in North America, and used ones sat unsold without huge discounts. The Focus went from hot seller to cautionary tale, proof a slick shell can't hide a shaky core. It's the car that promised fun until the gears started screaming. Nobody wanted it once the truth hit the streets. Number 8. Alfa Romeo Giulia 2017. Alfa Romeo's US comeback with the 2017 Giulia thrilled enthusiasts, until its Italian reliability sank it. Electrical failures lit up dashboards with random warnings, while software glitches crippled the infotainment and drive modes. Leaky seals, engine misfires, and rattling interiors needed constant fixes. Some even got new head units. Sales peaked at 12,000 in the US, but faded fast as buyers balked. Critics loved its handling, but BMW and Audi stole the show with dependability Alfa couldn't match. The Giulia became a car you'd drool over in reviews, not risk owning. Early owners confirmed every reliability fear. It's the sedan that drove like a dream, but lived like a nightmare. Too fragile for anyone but diehards to buy. Number 7. Nissan Titan XD 2016. Nissan's Titan XD aimed to crash Detroit's truck party, but reliability flops and odd positioning killed it. The Cummins diesel model coughed up fuel system and turbo failures. Some even caught fire, sparking recalls. Gas and diesel versions whined with axle and differential issues, plus foggy headlights and shaky drivetrains. Sales hit 52,000 in 2017, but halved by 2020 as truck loyalists snubbed Nissan's spotty rep and weak dealer support. Buyers stuck with Ford or Chevy, and the Titan's half-ton but not quite heavy-duty stance confused everyone. Nissan axed it after dismal numbers, a truck nobody wanted once the breakdown started. It's the pickup that roared in but limped out. Proof even a tough look can't sell a shaky rig. Number 6. Pontiac Aztek 2001 to 2005. Before Breaking Bad gave it fame, the Pontiac Aztek was a reliability dude dubbed the ugliest car ever. Its 3.4-liter V6 blew head gaskets and leaked coolant into oil. Engine death sentences galore. Transmissions shifted like they were drunk, and electrical gremlins fried gauges and accessories nonstop. GM hoped for 75,000 yearly sales, but got 27,000 in year one, crashing to 6,000 by 2005. Discounts couldn't move them. Dealers begged for mercy as buyers laughed it off lots. The Aztek mixed hideous looks with constant repairs, a combo nobody could stomach. It's the SUV that became a punchline. Park one in your driveway and neighbors might call it a cry for help. At least it had character while falling apart. Number 5. Land Rover Discovery Sport 2015. The 2015 Land Rover Discovery Sport paired luxury with legendary unreliability, proving pretty faces hide ugly flaws. Its turbo 2.0-liter engine coughed up turbo failures and coolant leaks, triggering check engine lights like clockwork. The 9-speed ZF transmission, shared with Jeep's flops, jerked through gears and demanded software fixes. Electronics went haywire, glitchy backup cameras, dead parking sensors, and a sluggish infotainment system crashed often. Recalls hit for leaky fuel lines risking fires. Sales limped at 7,000 to 9,000 yearly in the US, dwarfed by Lexus NX or BMW X3 rivals. Buyers ditched it as repair bills mounted. Only Land Rover fanatics stuck around. It's the SUV that dazzled on the showroom floor, but died in the driveway, a car nobody sane would buy twice. Number 4. Dodge Charger 2006 to 2010. The Dodge Charger roared back in 2006 with muscle car swagger, but early models crumbled under reliability woes. Its 3.5-liter V6 and 5.7-liter Hemi engines dropped valve seats and guzzled oil, while transmissions clunked out early, some before 50,000 miles. Electrical gremlins zapped power windows and gauges, and cheap interiors rattled loose. Recalls piled up for shifter lockups and airbag faults. Sales started strong at 117,000 in 2006, but slid as owners griped. By 2010, retail buyers bailed, leaving fleets to prop up numbers. Forums buzzed with horror stories, steering folks to Mustangs or Camaros instead. The Charger promised retro cool but delivered repair shop blues, a car nobody wanted once the macho mask slipped off. It's the muscle car that flexed hard and broke harder. Number 3, Ford Fiesta Power Shift, 2011 to 2016. The Ford Fiesta's subcompact charm melted fast when its power shift dual-clutch transmission turned it into a shuddering nightmare. Owners battled jerking, slipping gears, and total failures, some at under 20,000 miles. Clutches wore out quick, and Ford's fixes flopped. Lawsuits followed. Recalls hit for latch failures, letting doors swing open, and fuel leaks stalling engines. Sales peaked at 70,000 in 2013, but crashed below 35,000 by 2016 as trust evaporated. Used Fiestas rotted on lots. Nobody touched them without insane discounts. The Fiesta went from budget darling to reliability pariah, chasing buyers to Honda Fits or Toyota Yaris's. It's the little car that could until it couldn't, leaving owners stranded and Ford red-faced. How do you spot a Fiesta? Listen for the grinding gears. Number 2, Mitsubishi Mirage, 2014 to present. The Mitsubishi Mirage sells cheap thrills, but its rock-bottom price hides a reliability disaster nobody wants. Its wheezy 1.2-liter engine chokes under load. Timing chain failures and oil leaks kill it early. CVTs shudder and fail, while suspension bits wear out fast, turning rides into rattles. Electrical glitches zap radios and lights, and the flimsy interior cracks like eggshells. Sales limp at 20,000 yearly in the US, mostly to desperate budget buyers, while rivals like Kia Rio soar past. Consumer Reports ranks it among the worst, and owners flee after one breakdown too many. The Mirage is the car you buy when you're broke and regret when it breaks. A penny pincher's trap nobody sticks with. It's so bad even the junkyard hesitates to take it. Number 1, Chevrolet Aveo, 2004 to 2011. Topping our list, the Chevy Aveo is the budget bomb that redefined automotive misery. This GM Daewoo dude promised cheap wheels but delivered repair hell. Its timing belt snapped early, shredding engines before 60,000 miles. Headlight modules melted or caught fire. 218,000 got recalled. Transmissions in early autos seized up, and suspension collapsed, misaligning wheels fast. Sales leaned on fleets, but retail buyers bolted as breakdowns stacked up. By 2011, it was toast, replaced by the Sonic. Owners ditched it for Toyotas or Hyundais, unwilling to gamble on a rolling coffin. The Aveo became the car nobody buys unless they hate money and love tow trucks. A reliability apocalypse so bad, it's a miracle it ever left the lot. Fill the tank, and it still won't run right. And there you have it. The 25 worst cars that nobody in their right mind buys, straight from the wreckage of Consumer Reports. If you've made it this far, hats off to you. Thanks for sticking with us through this parade of automotive flops. I'm guessing you've already smashed that subscribe button to join our crew of car-curious folks. But if you haven't, well, what's the holdup? Hit it now. Don't be like these cars, stalling out when it counts. We've got more deep dives, disasters, and maybe even some winners coming your way. Until next time, keep your wheels rolling and your repair bills low. See you in the next one.